want to put YB in this. You with them folks. Y'all want to play and act like the kids don't listen to his music. Y'all want to put YB in this. YB a good artist. We ain't got shit against YB. He a good artist. He may have some issues, but he a good artist. But everybody know you with them folks. You did that. You think we don't know? You think that man gonna get on live and say he y'all? Or you? I don't know about the other one, but you and didn't know it? Everybody know that You know it. And you talking about, oh, I'm finna go sue you for XYZ. Oh, he spent more time about thinking about YB than you. No, everybody know what the you got going on, ho. Everybody know that. I don't even get on live. I don't even talk about y'all. I don't call y'all out y'all name. I don't do none of that shit. But y'all don't went too far. Both of y'all don't went too far. This man done did everything for y'all. All y'all dumb they keep listening to these two 1 and 2 about this slow ass shit about their son and all that and their daughter and all that type of shit. Nah. We ain't finna keep going with that. First of all, I stay in my lane. I mind my business. I keep myself to myself. I don't get put in nobody's shit. They put me in their shit. They call me. I tell them all the time, keep me out your shit. You know, when I get into this shit, is when it have to do with them kids. Because at the end of the day, the kids are the ones that's most important. So I tell you men, all day long, watch who you had kids with. Because these women, and I'm a woman, so I know what it takes and who it is and who it ain't that be for them kids versus who be for your pockets. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, this my real hair. All this mine. All of this is mine. All the inches and all the other shit. Because who don't give a is me. I don't give a about none of this shit. I don't have to doll up my face to be no makeup. I don't have to be a size 5 to feel good about myself. Whether I'm the size 5 or whether I'm size 55. I don't give a about that shit. You don't define me. I define me. Money don't define me. I define me. I make my own bread. I got my own house. I got my own car. I got my own money. I got my own shit. I got my own business. I don't define or let a define who the I am. Period. Never have, never will. I don't need a I don't have to have a baby with a dude to make sure I get a payday. I make my own payday. The once you and I say because now you done pissed off the giant. Whether I'm big, small, indifferent at all, you can't tell me who the I am as a person. Period. Never have, never will, and won't. I don't be in y'all business. I've never been in y'all business. I've never been in your personal business. I've never been in your private business. I've never been none of that shit. But when y'all throw these kids in there, that's when it becomes my business. Because now you're lying. Everybody that know NLE Choppa, Bryson Potts, everybody that know them know for a fact he take care of his kids all day, every day, and they mamas. How I know? Because I was the one that was over finance. They parents know, they family know, they friends know, all that including the babysitters, they know too. So at the end of the day, while y'all on here calling me, oh, you fat, you this, you overweight, all that show in the is. I'm fat, I'm overweight, what you call me, a you think I give a because you calling me names? I don't give a about none of that type of at all. Never have, never will, and won't be. You know why? Because you don't define who the I am. You never have. That don't hurt me. That don't hurt my feelings. None of that But what hurts is the truth. Because who don't have their kids is y'all. I done saved y'all. Y'all don't ever have them kids. Y'all use them kids as pawns. Always have and probably always will. So fellas, if you dating, if you messing with one of them.
Hold up, before we get into what she said next. Y'all know this situation is a movie, right? And you can't watch a movie without snacks. If you need your popcorn or your gear delivered fast, you need Amazon Prime. I've got a link in the description for a free 30-day trial. Get free 2-day shipping, plus Prime Video. You can watch actual movies when you're done watching this drama. Click the link in the pinned comment, grab that free trial, support the channel, and let's get back to the mess.
I suggest you leave them alone. Because if you don't, you will find out real soon why you shouldn't. Okay? You're going to find out real quick. Where they kids at? Not in Miami. But you won't let your damn baby daddy see your kids. You want to lie. You want to run a Facebook. You want to run an Instagram. You want to run on TikTok to say he ain't doing But this the same that y'all was on the Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, saying, oh, he's a great daddy. Oh, he's a great man. Oh, he's a great this. He's a great that. But now all of a sudden, he ain't because he ain't with one of you. Really? My son been taught he don't put his hand on no woman. He don't argue with no woman. He been taught he raises kids like a man. He been taught you have accountability for whatever the that go on. You take responsibility for what the you did in a relationship. Who that came from? His mama and his dad. Period. We don't play no games over here. And they know that. But they also know what the is y'all weakness. Your weakness is the kids. So let's run to the internet and play victim. Oh, he don't take care of his kids. He don't see his kids. He don't call his kids. Oh, really? So the money that he paid every month that he gave y'all, that's according to court, is 3 times more than what the court say he has to pay. But you want to get on the internet and say he don't do the you same one that called me, text me, saying, oh, I can't deal with him. I have to only deal with you. And I tell y'all ass, don't put this on the internet. Keep your personal business personal. Keep your personal business personal, because I told you not to have no baby with him any way. But what y'all do? I told all 3 of y'all ass not to do this. Why? Because the kids gonna get caught up in this. Everybody that knows us knows for a fact that we love kids. Everybody. From the city, from the state, from the parents, from the kids, everybody. Since my kids was little, my kids always know, no matter what we do for kids, period. You know why? Because adults be full of all y'all ass be full of y'all don't give a damn about them kids. Y'all worried about whether or not you get a check. Tell the truth. You sit up here talking about some don't feed the kid. Y'all showing from from 2020. And y'all try to use because he turned vegan against him. When you was the same motherfucking ones that say, you right, we should make sure our kids eat healthy. They shouldn't eat bad bad stuff. But y'all made sure, y'all called me to make sure these kids ate right. And I said, I got you. I'm going to make sure they cool, they good. He may be going through something, but he good. But y'all want to play on the internet. Y'all trying to bury him and trying to end his career on some Y'all know he don't argue with y'all. Y'all know he ain't finna air out on the internet. So y'all say, let's take advantage of that. Let's act like we like each other. Let's sleep in the bed with each other. But y'all want to call him, you two sit up in a with each other. Talking about, look who in my bed. Y'all ain't never seen that with no dude. He ain't been with nobody but you. And y'all want to take that there? Are we serious? That man ain't did nothing but support both of y'all ass. But all of a sudden now, y'all don't know that. Y'all done forgot that shit. Y'all done forgot when you done had shit, what the he did for all y'all. Now y'all don't know. Now y'all don't care. Now he this. Now he that. Now y'all want to post back from old. Now you want to say he never called his kid. He never be his kid. How the he gonna call him kid when y'all got him on block? Y'all blocked me. Y'all blocked my mama 81 years old. My mama should be worried about no whether she can see her great-grandchildren or not. Y'all know my mama love y'all ass, and this how y'all ass treat her out of all the people? Really? I don't give a Y'all ain't gotta let me see it, but my mama and my son, y'all know them two right there. If anybody, make sure, I make sure. But my heart ain't in it because I already knew what type of manipulative that y'all are. I already knew it. But I look over the I still help both of y'all. I talk to both of y'all. Y'all reached out to me. Y'all put me in this I ain't never asked none of y'all for never. And y'all mad because y'all kids love us to death. Why? Because we real people. We real. We real. Y'all ain't never had a real family. Your mama didn't give a shit about none of y'all ass. Marissa. But his mama, they mama, all gave a You was a man talking about something. I would never do what she did. I would never let you not see your kid. And that's the first thing you did. First thing you did because you knew the only way you can hurt him is by using them kids. You knew that. You manipulated that. You was jealous of Mariah. You was jealous of Marissa. I mean, you was jealous of Mariah. You was jealous of Clover. Your whole entire time that you was with Bryson. You was jealous. You hated it. You said it. You proved it. You showed it. And I said, Bryson, you better leave that one alone. Because that one ain't it. It ain't it. You cried to me and BJ in Atlanta at the hotel. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. But you want to get on this internet and play victim. Then you say, oh, it ain't enough. It ain't enough. I gotta grab Mariah. I gotta get her into this and then you let her play you like you a dumbass. And your whole family know it. But they ain't gonna say nothing because they love you. They love you, and I respect them for that because I ain't asking them to do shit. But they love you enough not to get involved in the bullshit that you got going with this because she ain't got no family. Her family don't care about her. Her family don't love her. And here I am trying my best to get you to understand how goes. I'm talking to you. I'm praying with you. I'm helping you to get over this. I'm telling you, keep going to therapy, Marissa. Keep talking about it's okay. You're entitled to your feelings. This man done apologize to you for that he ain't really even have to apologize for. Nothing. Nothing. Because he told you from day one what the business was. But you thought that you can get over because you was older. That's what you thought. You thought, oh, I'm older. If I manipulate him from this situation, he'll do whatever the I want and whatever the I say. And it didn't work. And you're mad because it didn't work. You're mad. And it's okay because I understand. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a woman. And I understand this. But what y'all fail to realize is that y'all hurt them children. You didn't give a damn about Chosen. You didn't give a damn about how that's going to make him feel. You didn't give a damn about that you, by yourself, got on this internet over 60 times. That's an obsessive ass type of 60 to 100 times talking about this man that ain't saying nothing about you. Ain't fed no negativity in them kids about you. Do not, and I say you better not ever say nothing bad about these women to your kids, which he would never do anyway. I didn't even have to tell him that. He like, Mom, you know me. I don't do shit like that. You right, son. But I'm just reiterating that. They gonna do it. They have done it. Them kids see it. And then you fix your mouth every month to go on here to say something bad about your baby daddy that took care of you, that paid you every month, that set up an account for you and your baby every month, put money in that account every month, even though you would let him see his child. You put him on block. You went online to say, I blocked you. You can't see my child. He got a third child. See that child. That's your son. You with that son. All that type of You did that. But you want to say that we the problem? You want to say that I'm the problem because I told y'all from day one, I don't get in y'all personal The only way I'm going to say something when it start affecting them kids. Why? Because kids are defenseless. And kids ain't got to do with what your personal vendetta is with that man. He didn't marry you. Why? He 19 and you 26 years old. You done live your life. You done seen the world. He ain't seen or did But you want this to marry you at 19? You asked me, and I told you don't ask me because you ain't ready for my response. And you know that. You ain't ready for my response. He ain't ready to be married at no 19 and you 26, 27 years old. After you done did all you wanted to do around the world. He ain't did shit. He just getting outside. So of course, and him being a man, a real man, I said, if you gonna do this shit, you need to be upfront and lay that shit on the ground And guess what he did? He was up front and he laid that shit on the ground. You lied. You lied and told that man you can take it. You lied and told that man it was okay. You lied and told that man you didn't care. You lied and told that man it's okay for us to do this. Although y'all, both of y'all knew I didn't approve of that shit. Because if you're going to be with somebody, you be with that one person. You don't be out here with this, that. But you agreed to that shit. You wanted that shit. You brought the shit to the table. You brought the shit to him. But you mad because you brought this shit and now you don't want to take accountability for your own actions that you brought to the table? He told you from day one. Day one, he told you what the business was. And you accepted the business. But you want to run to the internet like you the victim. You ain't no victim, you the cause. Because if you had to put your foot down from the beginning, we wouldn't be in this right the now. I told both of y'all, don't do this shit. Don't do no IVF. I told y'all that because y'all ain't ready. I told y'all, don't do it. I told you. You said, I would never withhold him from his kid. I would never do what Mariah did. I would never make him be feeling like that. I would never do. Yes, the you will, because that's the what you just did. Not only did you withhold chosen from him, you withhold chosen from me, you withhold chosen from his 81-year-old grandmother, you withhold him from his relatives that live in the same city as he do. And they ain't even on that shit. They don't even know what the going on. You did that. And then you trying to make it seem like you the victim. You getting on internet crying, snot running from your nose and all this whole other like he did something to you that you told him it was okay to do. You did that. You did this shit. Not me, not him, not nobody else. You did it. And then on top of, you come to this shit every month. This man ain't saying nothing to you. He ain't saying nothing about you. He don't bother you. None of this shit. But y'all, you two think this shit is funny. While y'all kids is suffering because they want to see their daddy. And y'all bitches think that this shit is funny for them not to see their daddy. You think it's funny to make fun of their grandma. Oh, bitch, you fat. Oh, bitch, nobody love you. Oh, bitch, you miserable. No, bitch, you bitches are miserable. Because we're perfectly fine over here with or without you hoes. But yes, we would love to see the grandchildren. He would love to see his kids that he takes care of financially. That you bitches say he doesn't. But you get a check every month. You was getting more than what the court actually asked of you hoes in the first place. But because you want to be X, Y, and Z and going to the internet, he said, all right, bet. Whatever the court say, that's what I'm going to pay. So that's what he paid. What the court say he paid. Now you hoes mad because it was 3 times more what he was paying. But y'all want to go with the court stuff. So, hey, you get what you pay for. All day, every day. The first baby mama said, hey, I want my children to have the same daddy. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. I might need to watch that because she's trying to have another baby. But you know she ain't. Yes, she is. The second baby mama. Y'all got all this going on. You don't like him. You hate him. He this, he that. All this, all that. But let's be real. Let's really tell the people. Let's really tell the people. Who has chosen? Who keeps chosen? Tell that. You want to hop on the internet to say, Chosen don't see his daddy. Why? Why he don't see him? He don't see him because you don't allow him to see him. You don't want him to see him. You withhold him from seeing him. You don't want to take responsibility for him to see him. Why? Because he didn't want to marry you. You're mad because, clock that T as the kids say, he's 19 and you're mad because he didn't want to marry you. Why? Because you're crazy. You're a Looney Tune. That's why. You didn't want that. You asked me what I think, and I told you, you don't want to know my opinion, so don't ask me. Can't say you didn't because you know I have proof. You know that. But I'm not the one to come out here to show all that. I don't do that. I don't do that with y'all. You and the other one say, hey, I don't want to deal with him. I don't really want to talk to you. So who put me in y'all business? You! You did. You! I told y'all leave me out this. Who put me in there? You! You did. Both of y'all. Y'all text me. Back to back. And I said, leave this off the internet. Let's settle this offline. I've always told both of y'all that, and y'all both know that. I've also told both of y'all, don't do this. But what y'all do? Y'all do this anyway. Y'all do this anyway. And I'm telling y'all, this ain't the way we do shit. Let's just do this shit privately. Keep your personal business offline. Everybody ain't got to know what the you got going on behind closed doors. But y'all want to comment, oh, she a oh, she fat, oh, she this, oh, she that. She is. But I bet you one thing y'all ain't never, ever, ever in your life did was say that shit to me in my face. Because you already know what the time it is. Y'all ain't gonna say that shit to my face. Y'all had opportunity to say it in my face, and what you did? Nothing. You never came to me to my face to say this shit. Because you already know what time it is. Because I ain't one of them. Never have been, never will be. I ain't one of them. Because you can disrespect me all you want to behind closed doors, behind this camera. But in real life, when these cameras go off, in real life, in your face, ain't now one of y'all that about that type of life. Never, ever. Could you ever disrespect me to my face ever in life, ever. Never, ever. So I'll be your fat whatever the y'all want to call me behind closed doors and behind these cameras. Because who gives a who don't give a it's me. I don't care. But I bet you your bottom dollar, neither one of you would ever in your life step to me, to my face, to say either one of them words that you ever want to call me, ever in your life, to my face. Period. And I stamp that on everything I love and everything I die for, because you bitches ain't about that type of life. Period. Ever. Ever, ever. In your life. And I'm calling you hoes out. Ever in your life would ever step to me to say any type of disrespectful to me, to my face, and I stamped that on every thing I love. Period. You ain't about that. I with y'all. Period. I want to see peace. Period. Y'all know that. Y'all already know me. Period. But y'all ain't finna play me or mine in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion about anything. Period. Because I ain't her. And I ain't that one. And at the end of the day, them kids love their daddy. And you hoes hate that that they kids love, act like, look like, all that about their daddy. Y'all can't